episodes to do reviews on, but I thought instead I'm going to do a review on an episode, but I'm not going to tell you the title of that episode. I'm not even going to tell you what season it's from either. For you to guess, you have to guess what episode I'm talking about and what season it's from as well. Unfortunately, there's no prizes. Sorry, I'm not giving away anything, but I just want to know how knowledgeable you guys are with your Smallville sources, as it were, and brains, and you're not, how well do you know Smallville? That's the question. So this particular episode that I watched was probably one of the most emotional episodes ever to be shown on Smallville. We had things to do with love, there was a death in it as well, also there was the interaction between Lex, Lana, and also with Jonathan Kent as well, plus obviously Lionel Luthor. This episode was so strong in the sense that it was all about the relationship more between Clark and Lana. That Clark was so desperate to want to be with Lana that he was going to do anything to want to be with her. But what he thought that he was doing something good turned out to be something bad, and it was like it hit him in the face when it happened, and that sort of said to him, I can't allow for someone like Lana to be hurt for the things that I do, or for the decisions that I make, or whatever it is I decide to do with Lana. People are always going to go. How should I put it? People are going to try and attack Clark by going through Lana. It's always the ones that they're closest to you that are the ones that they're going to get to first. So for Clark, it was more about, should he let Lana in on his secret? Maybe not, maybe. But it was that choice that he made. It was that integral choice that he made to say, actually, yeah, I am going to tell Lana my secret because I love her so much, because I want her to be a part of my life. Unfortunately, things took a turn for the worst. He obviously wasn't happy about it. And it's like, that basically says to him, there is no way that Lana will ever know about my secret. There's just no way, because no matter how long he can delay it in probably telling her, some way or some other, she's gonna get hurt, and this episode is evidence of that. The other special thing about this episode was that it was a landmark episode in Smallville. I'm not going to tell you the reason for that, for the specifics of that landmark. Again, that's one for you to find out. But as I say, there was an interaction between Jonathan and Lionel. It was pretty emotional watching this episode, because towards the end I was crying. I know I've seen the episode before, but watching it again, it did bring tears to my eyes, and I just thought, wow, I can see why it was set as the landmark episode of Smallville, and it was just so emotional. It really was emotional. And obviously we've still got Lex, trying to figure out the ins and outs of the relationship between Clark and Lana. Why is Lana still with him when she knows fine well that he lies about it himself and all this sort of stuff? And it's like, this particular episode, the interaction between Clark, Lana and Lex was sort of the start of them getting together eventually, because as you say, afterwards they do get together. But just seeing that interaction between them does say a lot, and it does speak volumes from that moment on. So really, it was a test for Clark. It was more about how is he going to cope when someone really close to him actually does leave him. Because that was the bargain, as it were, that Jor-El made with him when he brought him back to life previously. He basically said, look, I'll bring you back to life, but someone close to you is going to eventually die. So, but yeah, it was a heartwarming, heart-wrenching as well episode, and I loved it very much. I remember the first time I watched it, I actually remember reading about it before I watched it, very emotional. So if you know what episode I'm talking about, leave your comments below. And yeah, if you haven't seen the episode either, or if you have seen the episode and you want to see it again, please do watch it again, because I've watched it again and it really blew my socks off again. So I'm going to leave it there. Next week I'm going to do a review of the first ever Smallville episode, the pilot episode, which I'm really looking forward to. I can't even remember the last time I even saw the pilot episode, so I'll be looking forward to doing that review. The reason that I'm doing this review earlier than normal is because I'm actually going out in about an hour or so, going to the cinema to see a couple of films, of which, for those of you who are my movie review fans, you'll see those reviews later on this evening, so look out for them. I'm not going to say what movies I'm going to see until I've done the reviews, so look out for those, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.